ice. I just realized. Hi guys. Guess what? We're finally playing Fallout 4. I've been talking about it for a while, and I'm finally making good on my promises. We got our blackberry lemonade, and Joseph is actually getting up because he hates being in here when I'm on like this, but he's gonna go have his cafefes, which is coffee for the layman. But we do have Hop and Stance with us. And my ice just did something funny in the cup. I don't know what that was. But anyway. Oh, I love that stuff. It's so good. Okay. So, I had an idea. Let me tell you about my idea. Okay, so, remember the other day I told you I finally made a character, and he was like level 39, he was a thief, and he wore glasses, blah, 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 blah. Well, I started playing him because I just love Fallout 4. So that's going to be my off-camera character. So our on-stream character is going to start off different. Let's just say that. We're going to build a whole new character for the stream since this is basically our new first playthrough. Now, I'm still thinking about doing the Start Me Up mod for this character, and I'm thinking about let's really role play this character. There's a specific. Okay, let me shrink this down first of all, and I'll get into game. And while I'm talking about it, we'll do it. Okay, so let me move this over here, and I really hope I didn't mess up my game by tabbing out. We'll see in a second. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Okay, so. Okay, first things first. We're going to pick a face. Let's look through the presets first. I like the eyebrows, and I like... Actually, you know what? I don't like the jaw so much. I don't like as... Okay, in real life, I like a square brick jaw, not a really angular... I don't like someone who's really lean and vascular. And, I mean, granted, this is not just my character, it's everyone's character, but at the same time, I'm going to be looking at this character the most, so just give me that. Again, he's too thin. That's a bit more weight in the face. I actually kind of like that. We might go with this guy's face. I'm just going to scroll through the rest of them. Oh, wait, that jaw doesn't even look real. I don't hate his nose, and I don't hate his ears. Hey, Seagam, what is up, dude? It's good to see you. I missed you yesterday. Okay, his jaw's a lot more believable, but his face seems kind of long. He just looks like a Chad, doesn't he? I'm trying to figure out what ethnicity. He has, like... you know what? I believe this is what my good friend Veronica would say. He's red-boned, meaning he has a lot more red tones to his... Hey, Caleb L., it's good to see you in chat, too. Seagam, what have you been up to, dude? Doesn't this guy look like... I can't remember his name, but he was on The Walking Dead, and he also played the Punisher. That's who this guy looks like to me. And we got Gramps here. And back to the first one. All right, I think we're going to... Wait. Where's the one I saw that I like? This one. I think this is the face we're going to go with. But we're going to tweak it a little bit because I want to make him look a little bit younger. All right, so we'll go to extras, and we'll remove all the extras, which basically took the sun damage off his face. All right, and then we'll go to face, first of all. And we will... we'll pick a skin tone. Rosie's not bad. Sunkiss is a little too orange. Tanned is just yellowy looking. Just lazing around. Gramps looks like Eric. Doesn't he, though? Yes. You need to send Eric a message and tell him he needs to bring his big butt in here. Tell him I said he needs to get in here and keep us company. I think we might stick with Rosie, but we're also going to go to... We're going to smooth him out a little bit. Make him look just a little bit fresher. And his... neck. For some reason, when the neck is set to smooth in default, before you go make any changes, it still makes his neck look wrinkled. And then if you go into it and reset it to smooth, then it takes all the wrinkles out. Let me go back. Because, like, if you go to oily, it just looks real oily under there. But if you go back to smooth, it takes all that off. I don't know why. It just does. All right. So, let's bring his eyebrows up just a teensy. Oh, no. Not like that. There we go. And you know what? Let's try that again. Because I think I still had him off a little tiny bit. I kind of like that. Okay.
What do you think, hon? Roguishly handsome?
All right, let's pick his ears, because I don't like those big ears. Because the pet place and they'll get it next. They asked us what time we were looking for. They're going to try and get it for us. Free. Pet place said they would get the axolotl next week, and they asked us what type we're looking for, and we said purple, pink, and blue. There you go, sweetie. You're going to get it.
You look as good as the day we met.
All right, let's go with average ears. I feel like that's better. Oh, no, those do kind of look... Don't they have small? Here we go. Small ears. I want small ears on my character. The reason being is... Wait. Why does this ear look longer than this one? Did I? Is it seriously? Yeah, okay. That's right, I guess. It just seems like this ear seems smaller than this one. How weird is that? Yeah, this ear is longer than this ear. You guys see that, right? Even he looks pissed off about it. I mean, I know no one's face is perfectly symmetrical. I know that. My face, I look like a Rembrandt. But still, it's ridiculous. Like, that ear is bigger than that ear. Ears full. What does that even mean? I don't get that. Oh, that... Oh, wait. That, like, pinned him back or something a little bit. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, eyes. They're at narrow 3. We're going to go to narrow 1. That really takes out all the crow's feet wrinkles. I'm trying to make him look as young as possible, guys. His nose, I don't hate the nose, but just for funsies, let's see what we got. We're at Roman 2.
You think my nose is too big?
That really did take all that extra fullness around his nose. That does a world of... And actually, I want to kind of... You know what? Let's look at the nose real quick one more time. That's Roman. That's chiseled. That's Roman. That's narrow. Ooh, no, that's wide. Then there's pug. No thanks.
Not bad.
What about handsome?
Not bad.
Actually, that's... No, I think I'm going to stick with Roman 1. And if you notice, his nose is actually a little crooked. It kind of goes around a little bit. So let's fix that just a hair. Look at that. Now he has a straight nose. Do I have TikTok? I do. I don't know exactly what my handle is right now, so I'll have to get back with you on that one, sweetie. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Because I have it on my phone, I have it on my tablet, and I have it on my computer. And I think I have a different account for the one on my computer than the one on my phone, or the one on my tablet. One of those. I know 2 of them I have the same account on, and one of them's different. I'm not sure which one it is. So, and I think I don't hardly ever get on the one on my computer anyway. So, and I don't know if it's like my Facebook name or if it's a different name entirely. Like I just realized I have Snapchat on my phone and I never use it. All right, okay, that's pretty good. All right, eyes are good. Let's just color them real quick. Right now he's on light gray. Here's what I was going to tell you guys. We're going to make an escaped synth character. We have 2 different sets of synth eyes. I'm going to go with blue, but these are the yellow ones. They're okay, but the blue ones look better in my opinion.
Oh, very striking.
I like that. We're going to play an escaped synth character. Tell me send it to me in a private message, sweetie, because I don't want you to accidentally put it in here. And then, like, random weirdos who watch the stream start, like, messaging you, you know, because You're my sweet, innocent little niece, and I'd like to keep you that way if I can. All right, let's pick his beard or lack thereof. Okay, let's go to facial hair. And I don't like, this one's not too bad, but I actually prefer just a little chin dusting. See, doesn't he look so much younger that way? He looks so much younger that way. All right, let's, hold on. That's fine. Wait. All right, let's, jowls. Okay, mouth type is downturned. I don't know about that.
Such a great smile.
See, we're taking all the years off him. And what's funny is I'm doing this very purposely, not because I want to play a young character, but because he's an escaped synth. And the whole idea is they look very almost, well, actually they do, except the ones that, like the NPCs that are like, you don't know they're synths. But like the ones, like if you get to the Institute and you run across the human form synths, they look almost like a mannequin. They look too perfect, and that's what I'm trying to do with this character, if that makes sense.
Looking good, if I do say so myself.
That's why we're basically taking all the weathered, smooth. Yeah, we'll stick with. For some reason, weathered has a lot less stuff on the face than this smooth. If that's so stupid, I know. Actually, let's look at the eyebrows real quick. We got downward straight, thick downward, no, arched thin. That's a little. You know what? Actually, again, a synth. He's supposed to look almost like a mannequin. Don't be going to the mall now, Boomer. I'm actually, you know what? Trying to think if there's anything comparable to the mall. There actually is, and believe it or not, it's a DLC. I don't know if you've played any Fallout 4, but the Far Harbor DLC is very scary and very the environment is very ambient. It's like you just feel like you're in a horror movie basically, and it's like very foggy and very dark and very like you rely on a lot of sound cues and stuff. Average dark, thick light, low, arched, average, thin. I don't like that. Okay, arched downward, arched intense, solid, arched full, and bushy. We might stick with the downward straight. That seems very, yeah.
My handsome husband.
Okay, let's pick a hair. And I'm probably going to stick with the same haircut I always get, which is the, where's it at? It's not, Urban Ranger is the one I usually go with. I have almost always had a very similar haircut to that. It's only the last couple months that I've started doing this right here. Trailblazer, Firebrand, Professor, no, that's Professor. That's Dapper, 9 to 5. Rebel, Shaggy Suave, Bedraggled, Casual Camped, Pompadour. Now, I'm using a specific mod for this character. It's called Looks Menu, and it allows you to, it gives you a lot more choices in how you can build your character. The original character creator is not usually this good. I'm not doing a comb over. Boot Camp. Wait, that Boot Camp looks like it's, yeah, it's barely buzzed. It's barely there. I want something that's very, like, it looks very, almost too clean, prim and proper. Not long, necessarily. I want something that you'd be like, oh, there's, now I do like this one too.
What do you think, hon?
I really like this haircut. Now, my hair grows too fast. Like, the length, I love that. I've had that on my head before, but I could never do stripes in my own scalp because my hair grows so fast it would fill in within, like, a week. My hair grows really fast. Believe it or not, it's only been 2 weeks since I got my hair cut, and when I had it cut, all this was gone. I got clocked on the stream, actually. DJ Smee hopped on and was watching, and he was like, man, you just got your hair cut again. And he goes, it grows back so fast. I didn't realize I have this patch of silver right here. That's nice. That makes me feel old. All right, I don't hate the brown, but you guys know I prefer red hair. Joseph hates red hair. You want to, okay, you guys want to hear something funny? Michaela, you'll actually like this. This is actually before you were born, Michaela. But the first probably 2 years that I knew Joseph, I used to keep my hair shorter like this, and I used to dye it that auburn red color, or sometimes even like fire engine red. I've always loved red hair. And I kept it like that for the most part. See, this chestnut brown looks almost red to me. That's a deep red. I like that.
Oh, looking good.
Anyway, and I used to always be like, how does my hair look? And he's always like, it looks fine. And then years later, after I stopped dyeing my hair that color and was just dyeing it like a light brown to cover up the gray, it was only like a couple of years ago, he told me, I used to hate your hair because of that red. He hates red hair. And I was like, you let me wear that same color for years and you didn't say anything? He was like, well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I was like, honestly, it hurts my feelings more now that you didn't tell me. Okay. So I think we're done. Let's tweak his body just a little bit. We're going to go to about like that. I just wanted to put a hair bit more bulk on him. And that's it. All right, so we're going to play our Escape Synth character. And this is the cool part. Okay, let me hit enter and be done. It's going to ask me to confirm the character. Yes. Okay. Now, here's the cool thing. You guys are going to see this. This is the cool thing about this Start Me Up mod. This is really cool. You go to the door, and instead of going through the door and going through the whole intro, I didn't realize I just put my hand in front of... Yeah, that always makes my camera dim for a second. I don't know why. You get 3 different options. You can say, this is only a dream. I need to wake up. And what it does is it'll allow you to pick your name, your perks, not your perks, I'm sorry, your specials. It'll allow you to like set yourself up somewhere. You can either randomize it or pick specific things, or you can say this is a memory. Excuse me, I don't want to relive this. And you'll bypass the opening and wake up in the vault where you start the game normally. Or you can say this is a memory, let's stay here for a while, and you just play through the whole vanilla thing. It gives you 3 options. And I think that's fair. But here's where like, ouch, here's where the role playing really comes in. Okay, so we're going to pick, this is only a dream, I need to wake up. And this is going to allow us to start the game already like in the wasteland with a really cool start as an escape synth. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's an option for that in here. It says, I was in the Commonwealth and had just stopped to rest. And now we're going to pick our specials. And because I'm going to use the cheat mod, the cheat terminal, to change all this later, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to give 3 specials across the board because they give you a lot to start out with, which honestly I kind of hate. And then we're going to pick our character's name, and just for the a square of things, let's pick a name. What can we pick as a name? How about we just name him? He's our stream character. I don't want to put like Streamer or Stream Bob or something like that. Let's call him, and he's Escaped Synth. Second Chance Charlie? No, let's not do that. That's just mean. We're just going to name him Matt. Matt. Homer. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I could really fool around with the face and make him look like Homer Simpson. That'd be cool. Let's just call him Matt or Matthew. Let's go with Matthew, I think. Yeah. Except, okay, now we're going to pick all of our other stuff. Like, what are my unique traits? And honestly, I'm going to pick this same one I pick on all my characters. Not because I wear glasses, although that is a little part of it. But also, if you look through all the different ones, Some of them are like cool things, but most of them come with a really bad flaw. Like it'll give you a good like trait, but it also give you kind of a shitty flaw, pardon my French. Like the broad shoulders, for instance. Let's look at that. It says your broad shoulders add plus 25 to your carrying capacity, or 15 in survival mode, but due to your high center of gravity, you're more likely to be staggered by incoming blows. That's not really good. I'm sorry, because sometimes you get mobbed by ghouls or robots or a deathclaw even, and then you're in trouble if you get knocked down. Bruiser is a little slower, but a little bigger. You may not hit as often, but they feel it when you do. Power attacks deal 30% more damage, but cost 30% more action points to perform. That's not me. So I always pick the 4 Eyes perk because, A, I wear glasses, so I can relate. But it is, while wearing glasses or goggles, you have a +1 to your perception. Without eyewear, you have a -1 perception. I feel like this is the least evil one of the whole bunch. Plus, it's a really good way to, like, if you're capped out at 10 perception, you get an extra perception point. Plus, if you're wearing clothes or using chems, you get even more perception points. So I feel like this is the best one out of the bunch. Plus, I think, you know, he'd look good in glasses. That's all there is to it. And it's my character. Actually, it's everyone's character, but this is the best one. I'm not going to go through all of them, but trust me when I say this is probably the best one. All right. Okay, I've selected the 4 Eyes trait. Now we're going to, okay, what am I doing with my life? Here we go. You can pick Vault Enthusiast, Survivalist, Scavenger, Hunter, Raider, Mechanic, Gangster, Trader, Farmer, Drunk, Doctor, Scientist, Mercenary, Ball Player, Drifter, Thief, which is what my personal character is, Sailor, Greaser, Scout, and now we're going to more, because there's more choices. I'm a radiation expert, initiating the Brotherhood, tourist in the railroad. This is the one we're going to pick, an escaped synth. This is why I made him look the way he did, why I gave him the synth eyes and everything. We're going to roleplay this character. Okay, so where was I? And this is how we're going to kind of get away with it. So in my mind, this person is a fresh off the press synth who was helped to get out, like someone helped him get out of the institute, and was told to go to Vault 111 and wait on the survivor to come out. So we're going to pick this, and you'll see where we come out. And it's very, very, and when I say very close, I mean very close to Vault 111. And the first quest you'll have is basically to go into Vault 111 and look around for clues as to what happened to the survivor. And then you'll basically, it's a good way to integrate it into the vanilla quest line in the beginning to where it makes sense. And what do I have with me? We'll say, did you call me? I thought I heard something. We'll say plenty of gear. And then, okay, how much do I know? And this is how you get to pick your level. Now, I like to randomize my level, because if I just pick it, then that tells me exactly how many perk points I have. And I know kind of where I'm starting out at in terms of like what kind of weapons or gear I'm going to have. But I like to randomize it a little bit. Here we go, random levels. And I'll randomize it between 1 and 50. Let's go 1 to 25. How about that? Because I don't want to be like level... You know what I've done, though? I have literally randomized it between 1 and 100. And when I started my character before, I've still been at level 1. That pissed me off. But we're going to go between 1 and 25. I feel like that's a safe amount. And I think that's it. Okay, yeah, it says, enough, I'm ready to wake up. And what it'll do when you click on this is it'll tell you, okay, you can hit it a second time and that like locks everything in, or you can go back and change things. And this tells you exactly everything that you've done. Special, we selected all our specials. Traits, we got the 4 Eyes trait. Class, we're an escaped synth. Location, we're outside Vault 111. Gear amount, plenty of gear. Level selected, random between 1 and 25. So we've gone through everything, so now it's time to wake up. And it'll just fade to black. It'll load for hopefully not too long, but it is a Bethesda game. And it's not going to tell us our level yet because it's randomizing it right now. I had to turn my volume up just a teensy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start our new character. Our first playthrough of Fallout 4 in months with a whole new mod list. Now that being said, I'm still using some of the original mods I was using before. I'm not using any Sim Settlements mods because Sim Settlements 1, that whole line has been discontinued. I don't even think they're going to be, they might patch it for like, in case the game gets an update, but as far as like, they're not adding any new content for Sim Settlements 1. And Sim Settlements 2 is being updated, but some of the mods that I like playing with it haven't been updated. Oh, and it's raining. Okay. So there's the vault right there. We're on this hill, and look at us. We're already in synth gear. That is so... I don't know. This character is... Can I just... There we go. I'm trying to like... There we go. There's our character. I love his eyes. His eyes are just so cool. Oh! I see a mole rat behind me right there. Anyway, so, and you know what? This spot I'm at with the board here and the water and the water and the water and the table and the chair and the candle. This is a vanilla area that is in the game, in the vanilla game. There's no one here. There's just a little railroad symbol. I'll tell you why that makes sense in a minute, right? But whoever made the Start Me Up mod here, they picked this place as a good spawn point for an escape synth because it would make sense for them to go looking for Vault 111 for the Soul Survivor, or Vault Dweller, excuse me. But it also would make sense for them to come here because escape synths go looking for the railroad. And this is a railroad location, even though there's never anything here but the location. There's never any NPCs or anything here. So this makes total sense for them to do this. So we're really RPing the character. And I came with a shock baton? Are you kidding me? Alright, we gotta see what kind of gear we got. We're level 10. That's okay. That's better than level 1. And that's close to halfway between 1 and 25. I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. Alright, so we have an automatic Institute pistol and a focused Institute rifle. So we're going to pick that instead. I like that better. Okay, so apparel. We've got some armor. Let's put the armor on. And then, okay, before we get super started, I need to go to my cheat terminal. And we're going to tweak a couple of things and then get in-game. First things first, I like setting the time scale. That's under world manipulation, and we'll go to time scale. Right now it's set to 1 real minute in real life is 20 minutes in the game. So time flows very quickly in Fallout. I like setting it to 1-to-1, meaning if it's 10:17 here, it's 10:17 in the game. Alright, and then I go to levels and... Is it levels and perk points? No, that's not it. Oh, specials. I'm setting all my specials to 10. Just set them to 10. I'm fine with that. Because I hate the idea, and I'll explain why I'm doing this. Did I do that one? I did. I have a mod in here, which I'm going to show you in a second, because we're about to go to it. I'm just setting all my specials, which is SPECIAL, all those, to 10. And I'll... Wait, did I set it? I did. Okay. Alright, now we have to, quote-unquote, level up, because we're level 10. So we've got 9 perk points. Let's go to that. I have a new perk tree here. It's very similar to the original one, but it's called the 770 perk point tree or something. It adds a whole bunch of new perks and changes some of the existing ones to where they make sense, to where you can add more points to it, and it kind of smooths them out a little bit. But basically it makes it, because you know, like, it's very easy to, in the vanilla base game, it's very easy to cap out everything but keep leveling. This makes it to where every time you level, you'll still get a perk point and you'll still be able to use it. This gives you the ability to, as you level, you don't hit a wall and you can't level your perks anymore. You can just keep leveling them and adding, because it adds a bunch more to it. So that's why I go ahead and set all my specials up here to 10, because it's too much just to get them all to 10 and then start putting points in your trees. So here we go. I'm going to pick one for sneak, one for gun, one for hacker, one for armor. Oh, shoot. One for armor. And one for scrapper. And I can't remember where it is. That's science. Where's scrapper? Is that scrapper? Where's scrapper? Where's the scrapper perk? Scrounger, fortune finder. Where is scrapper? That's sneak. I can never find scrapper when I need to. There it is. Alright, we got 4 more to go. Oh, I do like Lone Wanderer perk because I can't even have the dog with me. I can't have companions with me. It drives me nuts. Now, I will take certain companions out with me. Like, I will take Kate with me. I love Kate. And I will take Strong with me. I like them too. But the rest of them I don't like so much. I do like Porter Gage from Nuka World, but once you get to the end and you decide not to side with the Raiders, he becomes hostile and you can no longer have him without a mod. And I'm not using the mod, so... Oh, there's one for... that's automatic weapons. Pistols... I'm not using a pistol, I'm using a rifle. So I need to go non-automatic... I'm having a stroke. There's that one. Animal friend. Local leader. I do want to pick that one. Because you guys know I do love my settlement building in here. And I've got one more perk. Or science. We're going to pick science. That way we can work on some of our energy weapons like what I'm currently using. And that's all of our perks for now. And I think that's it. Oh, wait. Let me put my gun away for a second. And this is what we look like in our armor. It doesn't look like much because it's light armor. And then if we upgrade it, it'll start covering the body more. But I'm happy with it. I think we look cool. Alright, so now we're going to sneak around and see if we can't find that mole rat. You know what would be really good? Oh, there you are, you turd. Gotcha. There's another one. I know there's always more than one. No, we're still hidden. Okay, so the reason why I went ahead and picked a scrapper perk, ladies and gents, is because I have this mod installed called Loot Detector. And Loot Detector works as soon as you turn on the scrapper perk. You don't have to level scrapper any more than the first point in it. But as long as you have 1 point in scrapper, everything that you kill glows until you loot it. That way, if you're in a high grassy area or a bunch of bushes or trees, you can always find your kills, which is handy, let me tell you. Also, it'll make anything that's locked or lootable glow as well, like containers and stuff. And depending on the color of the glow, that'll kind of give you a clue as to if it's money or components or junk. Okay. I don't... Oh, okay, that's the vault right there. Doi! Alright, so, oh, also, you start off with a couple of quests. Now, the miscellaneous ones are just telling me that my loot detector, that just, it stays on. You can turn it off if you want, but then it won't track legendaries, because loot detector tracks more than just stuff you kill. It'll also tell you if you're in the vicinity of a legendary, like certain bosses that drop will have a legendary on them, or sometimes you'll just find legendaries out in the world. And then this just tells you that the ENB that we're running, which is Natural and Atmospheric Commonwealth, is running correctly. So we've got this one and this one, which says out of time, which means explore the area that I'm in. And this one is remove a vault, which means we found the vault. Now we have to go in there. And I didn't realize my gun already has a really good scope on it. Also, we are currently not in God mode, which you know what that means. We're gonna be getting in God mode in just a little bit. Oh, it's so dark in game. I killed that bird. See, these have like health items, therefore they're green. If it had like caps in it, I believe it's also green. If it's locked, it'll glow red, and if it's blue, maybe blue is caps. Oh, that looks awful. Okay, so let's hit the button. Now we've got to go into the vault. Oh, okay. Woo! We're doing it, guys. I'm super excited. I've been playing on my personal character a little bit, mostly just a settlement build, because I love settlement building. And I'm on the invisible elevator. No, what it is I'm Superman and I can fly. Also, you see how I'm holding my arms? The reason why, in the game, not me, I'm not holding my arms like that, but the reason why his arms are kind of out like that is I downloaded this mod that calls wider male stance and walking animation, which means like when I walk, not run, but walk, right, which I just turned it on. If I walk, see how he walks? It's more fluid, like a grown man would walk. It makes more sense. I'm going to start running in a second. I just wanted to show off the animation. I feel like it looks better than the original idle walk. Actually, I need to... There you are, you turd! Let me see if I can't... Oh, there you are. Gotcha. There's another one here in a minute. I think. Got it. Ooh, shucks. Ooh, ah! I'm not in God mode, so I have to be careful about getting attacked. There's only one thing in this game right now that I can really complain about, and that is that, oh, that's got something in it. I didn't realize. That, there's no area loot. Like, Fallout 76 just recently added in, like, the last expansion or big patch, they added area loot, meaning if you've killed a bunch of things, you can go up to one thing and hit a button and it'll loot everything you've killed. I kind of like that. That's the one that, because sometimes I hate running around looking for all my kills, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so remember, you're basically running around discovering this place for the first time.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
No food or drink, operational silence, restrict movement, overseer's permission required, forward of restricted line. Well, there is no overseer. Okay, so we're operating on the assumption also that someone got out because this door does not get opened until, if you play vanilla game, you come out this door. So that means someone shut that door and locked it because it's red. I wonder if I can pick the lock. Nope.
Is this all that's left?
Now, they're using some vanilla sound files because it makes sense for you to say that if you come into a vault. I just found a vault outfit. Oh, there's water in here. I don't like this. Yeah, this has got some ammo in it. There's some more ammo. What's that say? Non-potable water access. Non-potable means it's not drinkable. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. That door's locked, and that door's locked. How am I supposed to get to the rest of the vault? Oh, it opened. Oh, I'm being led. I'm being led, people. Also, I have a lovely mod where you can loot these containers, which to me, that makes the immersion better. Honestly, that's... Now, Bethesda, let me just say this. Let's pause for a second. Let me say this. Bethesda has recently made huge strides in taking a page out of modders' books. First thing they did was they had the Creation Club where people who are modding can make content for Bethesda, make a little bit of money, that sort of thing. And that's fine. And they featured some of their mods. They also have the Bethesda Net mods that are just free mods for everybody. It's basically the same thing as Nexus, only better now. And then in Skyrim, the newest version of Skyrim, which is the Anniversary Edition, houses pretty much all the Skyrim Creation Club content in it, included. Plus, they've hired some of their modders. So many people have downloaded this particular mod that I'm using, which is the lootable Vault-Tec containers, which there's some down here, and I didn't think to loot them. Isn't there? Oh, I thought there were. I thought there were some down here. I guess not. Anyway, this is a mod that a lot of people use. Like, a lot of people. And also lootable crates. Like, you know, all the crates and stuff that you find out in the world. It would make sense for these containers to have something in them, wouldn't it? There's another outfit right there and a couple of clipboards. Okay, so... I'm trying to figure out which way. See, so, like, I always go up and there's different things in all of them. I don't know if it randomizes it necessarily or what, but I think it's also, like, level appropriate, meaning when you first start out, it's just a handful of things, really. But as you level up, I think you start getting more and more items. I could be wrong. Now, when you're out in the world and you're looting, like, wooden crates, you'll just be looting stuff like wood, concrete, maybe some steel. That's it. But these containers here will have, like, components that will come in handy. And this is a really good place to start out, actually, looting these things because in the very early stages of the game, you can't really do too much in terms of, like, building or upgrading your own weapons and armor because, like, adhesive and screws and sometimes even nuclear material are a big necessity for upgrades, and you have a really hard time fighting that stuff early on in the game. Now, if you come up to a terminal in here, it'll basically it'll give you all the information that it would give you if you read these terminals in a vanilla playthrough. So I'm not going to go through them. I'm only going to be showcasing stuff that's, like, really new.
God. Why would Vault-Tec do this?
Now, this is the vault that this is the room you wake up in the vanilla playthrough. I'm just looking around, making sure there's nothing lootable. Okay, so there's Nora.
God.
And then here's Nate's. So he got out. Nate got out. You're not playing Nate. You're playing an escaped synth. So he got out, right? Or did he? We're about to find out. That one there's empty. Alright, so our next quest objective is in there. You see the little green marker. So we're going to make our way there in just a minute. And again, I'm not going to read this terminal because it's the same thing as vanilla. And if you guys really want to know, you can easily YouTube it or just look it up. I think I'm kind of hating this rifle, though. Let's switch to the pistol. It does a lot less damage. Oh, we're going to grab that. I see you. Got him. I just prefer using handheld gun. I mean, like, instead of rifles, I prefer, like, a pistol-style gun. Now, I am going to go to this particular terminal, but only to get the holotape out. Because it is one of the holotapes, and I think there's an achievement to get all the holotapes. So we're going to eject it, and then that's it. Nothing in there. Oh, that bathroom. This bathroom needs some cleaning. Ooh. Can you turn on the shower? No. Nothing in any of these areas here. Nothing. There's nothing in here? I could have sworn there was something in here. You would think that they'd put, like, something in here worth taking. Lord. This place has been picked clean. Alright. Got him. Got him. Thought there was more roaches than that. Maybe I'm wrong. Did I just see? I thought I saw steam or something. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. I knew I saw more roaches. Gotcha. Okay, so it's going to take us a second, but we're going to grab all the stuff out of all the crates in here. Because this is a lot of stuff, and this will come in handy. Also, it doesn't hurt to grab all this stuff also because, like, say, for instance, I'm comfortable with how my gear is upgraded and whatnot, and I can easily just sell this stuff. Or just throw it in the workbenches in settlements, and then I'll have plenty of crafting stuff to build with. Am I being attacked? Why did it tell me hold mouse 2 to block? That was weird. Alright, I got all this stuff. Yes. It just told me to block, and I'm like, what? Nothing was attacking me. Let's get our rad roach meat. Yummy! Who doesn't love some scrumptious rad roaches?
Is anyone alive? Did anyone get out?
Dang, there's a lot of stuff in here, isn't there? Oh, how do you... Yeah, I'm so glad you like your sugar cookies, sweetie. Your Uncle Joey worked hard on them. He was so excited because he hasn't had a chance to make cookies in forever, and he likes to cook. Alright, so here's where things take a turn. We find the vault dweller. This is Nate. He's dead. He didn't make it out. So we're going to grab the wedding ring and the audio log. We're going to leave him in his vault suit. And then I'm going to run over here. Uh-oh. There's one more here. Okay, so that's all of them. Alright, now we're going to listen to the audio log, which is a spoiler for if you haven't played the vanilla game. If you had, all it is during the opening where they get froze and then he unfreezes, watches them get killed, and then he tries to leave. Basically, he gets killed by either the red roaches or the electricity in this room, and you have to now continue his quest, looking for the child and all that kind of stuff. I might be a little munchy. Mm-hmm. Alright, so what happened was I will tell him, sweetie. I'm glad you like the cookies. Save some for your mom and daddy, though. I know you like to eat them, but save them some. They don't usually get a lot of them. So what happened was, for those of you who don't know, this guy here was frozen across from his wife. His wife had the baby. While they were frozen, someone thawed them for a couple of minutes, took the baby, shot the wife, and then refroze them. So when he woke up, he come looking for revenge and to find his baby. And he either got electrocuted or killed by the roaches in here. So now it's up to us to go report the kidnapping. Alright. So now, we're in the overseer's office. We'll take that for now. And there's our glasses.
Everyone's dead.
Yep. Everyone's dead. You can get over it. There's usually something in there. They're really switching stuff up. Okay, well. We got a cryolator in here.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
Unfortunately, we can't get it because it's a master lock and I can only pick advanced locks. There's novice, advanced, expert, and then master, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll take the gun and ammo. I wonder if you can attack. Oh, you can! You can blow those things up! I didn't realize this was an automatic, honestly. How about that? Man, I blew the wall up. I guess that one already blew up. Yeah, I guess I blew it up already. Okay. Alright, let's unlock the door. And that's it for in here. Open evacuation tunnel. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, we're getting there. Oh, I'm out of AP. Got that one. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. Okay, you're just making sure. If you're not sure if there's any more enemies, just duck down real quick, and it'll tell you if it says caution, then there's somebody looking for you. Sorry, my nose is itching like crazy. Damn, how many doorways are there? Okay, so now we're just back to the beginning. So that's it. We're out. We're done. And now we're going to go back up to the tippity tip top top. And the ratings again. Depending on what level you're playing the game, I think I've got mine on either novice or beginners or something. But if you have it on like not survival but kind of hard difficulty, sometimes you can find a legendary in here, or even a legendary animal, like enemy. I mean, hi there. Just like ooh, it's haunted. Did you see it move? Ooh, no, I don't need that demon in my life. Thank you very much, though. Okay, so what is he doing? I just heard the front door. Are you outside? What is he doing out there? Give me 1 second. I'm being nosy. You know what? Oh my gosh, you guys. I called it. I kept telling him it looked like it was going to rain. And what happened? It's raining. Michaela, are you at your house or are you at Grandma's? Don't disrespect Bob the Skeleton. I'll try not to. You know what? Seagam, that is your job. From now on, you have to come up with names for each one of the skeletons we find. But only if they move. Because not all the skeletons move. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Are these guys going to move? That guy's doing the hokey pokey. They're all doing the hokey pokey. They're doing that little dance they do in like the Charlie Brown movies. The little where Schroeder is playing the piano, that little dun 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 dun. Hold on 1 second. Is it raining? I told you. Hey, your favorite niece is in stream. If you want to come talk to her. Yeah, she got a treat. It's crazy. It's raining in the game and it's raining in real life here. That's so nuts.
See what she says, yes.
She says, I'm eating my sugar cookies. And then I told her, I was like, I hope you're enjoying them. She said, yes. Tell Joey I love his cookies. They're amazing. And then I said, make sure you save some for your mom and daddy. And she said, never!
She sees the rain now.
Mm-hmm. Because I was asking her if she was at home or at grandma's. Oh, no. We're going to kill this iBot.
It's coming down.
The reason why we killed this iBot, and I don't normally do that, is because of that settings holotape that was in there. I can't stand...
Maybe she like me bring you a cookie.
A?
Or 2,
2?
3, 4.
How many do we have?
That whole cake plate full down there.
Oh, what mine about 3 or 4?
Okay.
She said, hi, Uncle Joey.
Hey, Michaela.
I hope you heard her. Heard him, sweetie. He said, hey, Michaela. What was I fixing to do? We looted that holotape. We're going to recall the iBot and the reason why, even though I don't hate the Enclave, well, I do hate the Enclave. I don't hate most iBots and whatnot. I recall these specific iBots because if you don't, they will show up in the middle of a settlement build and literally hover in a doorway or follow you around and play music at ear-splitting decibels or show up at the most inopportune time. And sometimes it's multiple iBots. So if I just hit recall iBots, they won't show up in the game. And it's just these Enclave ones. It's not every iBot. The rest of them, like the ones that float around and like advertise for like Watts Consumer Electronics or Robco Industries or something. I got something in here that's... What's back here? What do we have? What do we have?
Not enough so I can have one because I'm
Ooh, a pinup card. The fur coat. Ooh, he brought me some cookies too, Michaela. She's telling you about her salamander thing.
Oh. Absolutely.
They didn't get them today.
Oh.
They're supposed to get them next week now.
Oh, okay.
Them cookies are good.
I'm glad you like that.
They don't look like biscuits to me. They're like little tea cakes. Alright, let's... Oh, combination wrench. I'm just running around. I'm going to loot and kill everything and then come talk to Codsworth. To me, it's just easier that way. I'll take the bottle caps. I'm sorry, guys. My nose is itching. Ugh. Every time I sit down in front of... And what's crazy is I made sure to take not only my headache medicine because I had a headache, and I also took my a decongestant.
That's a good thing to know.
Got it. Let me check something real quick. We're going to turn the radios down. Because that copyrighted music, we can't play that. I just realized. Because I know I'm getting close to where some radios will be turned on in the game. That one might be turned off. I probably don't need to be running quite this much because you guys should be proud of me. I ran through Vault 111 and I've killed everything outside of God mode. I'm not in God mode. You guys should be super proud of me. Now, I will say this, full disclosure, when it's time for us to go up against our first Deathclaw, we're going to do it in God mode. There's no way. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's cheating. You know what? I'm already using mods, first of all. To make a lot of stuff weightless, so I can run around with more stuff. But also, it's my game. I paid for this game. I can play it however I want. It's not hurting anybody. Honestly, that's how I feel about God mode. It does not hurt my feelings at all to play in God mode. I got that one. This next one's coming. Come on, you turd. Seriously? Alright, now we're running into problems already. This is why I play in God mode. Why am I not oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. Oh, I don't think I have another gun. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Ooh! Oh, wait. Oh, these sugar cookies are good. He wasn't happy with his first batch. You got the second batch. But I'm enjoying them. I really am. I'm liking them. Hold on one second. Are you still up here? He must have went back downstairs. Nothing in there. Okay. Oh, look at that dirty bathtub. I would never put my body in that bathtub. I'm just saying. No. Oh, wait. What is that down there? Oh, cigarettes. Cigarettes are bad. Never take out the cigarettes, you guys. Or even vaping, for that matter. Vaping's bad, too. We can pick this one. Mmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that house fell in. I like coming up here on this roof, and I'll tell you why. Not just for the stuff in this bag, but if you drop down to about right here... Dang it. I'm just wasting ammo here. Now he's coming. Well, I say there he is. Let's wait till he comes out. There we go. Now we got him. Got him. Well, I guess the other ones aren't coming. I'll have to go find them. Alright, so... Here's the thing. Again, escape synth. So I can't, like, drink and become an alcoholic or smoke and have, like, lung cancer or anything. So what my character's going to do, since we're role-playing, is we'll run around and we'll pick up all the chems and alcohol and cigarettes and stuff. But instead of doing the drugs or anything, we will only sell them. Well, that's what we're only going to sell. Now I might keep like stim packs because that's just health. Excuse me. Oh my god, I've got hiccups. But that's how we'll roleplay the character. Oh, I hear him. Let's reload real quick. Got him. Oh, what's attacking me? Oh, there you are. I didn't even see you. Ooh. Oh, we took a little bit of damage. I don't like that. I like not taking damage, but I'm kind of like... I kind of want to see just how far we can make it before I actually get killed. Now, I'm not doing permadeath or anything, so if I die, I'll just, you know, pick back up and keep playing from the last save or whatever. Is he coming back up here?
Sweet.
Did I leave the blue? Oh, I did. Alright, I grabbed everything else. Okay. I think... I believe that's all of them. Alright, so we're supposed to go talk to Codsworth. We're not going to do that quite yet because we're going to do some crafting. Here we go. Alright, auto pistol. We're going to scrap that because we don't need auto pistols. Pipe pistol, scrapping that. Don't need that. Security batons, shock baton, switchblade, pipe rifle. Well, actually, I don't hate that. Just only does 13 damage. And the... Well, I'm going to have to do something about these because I don't have any ammo for it. Let's modify the pistol we have. Actually, it does more damage without changing the... Okay. Oh, I don't have any adhesive? How do I not have adhesive? Everything takes adhesive. I only have one adhesive. Oh my gosh. Get rid of that for now. You know, we're going to scrap these two, because honestly, I really don't even like using energy weapons. I will use muskets every once in a while, and I will use some laser weapons, but I prefer, like, the, like, sniper-style laser weapons. The problem being, they're so loud. I don't like that. I like using silencers if I can. Well, that brought my weight down to almost nothing, probably. Alright, and then let's go to here and see if we can either scrap or... Alright, we're going to get rid of those. That's it. That's really all we got on here. Alright, let's go with the chest piece first, see if we can upgrade it. Everything takes adhesive, and we don't have any. So, honestly, wait, what about the black vest and slacks? We can get rid of that. And that's really it. So, okay. Just so we can have ourselves a conversation with Codsworth. Let's put the gun away. I was about to say, put the gun away, dude. We're gonna have our conversation with Codsworth. And I forget exactly. I think we have to. Well, yeah, I know we have to talk to him, but
Hey, Codsworth.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
see, now we have to like role play a little bit more. So they've changed some of the dialogue, very craftily, might I add.
Who are you supposed to be?
Are you well, sir? Call me Codsworth, if you please.
You're looking good. For a robot that survived an atomic war.
Thank you, sir. Oh my, but you look distraught. Oh, perhaps the missus can offer one of those hugs you humans are so fond of. Speaking of which, where is your better half?
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
And just who is this Sean anyway?
And just who is this Sean, anyway?
Why, the missus had him last, remember? Or perhaps she's gone to the Parker residence to arrange a play date. I'm sure she'll be back with him momentarily.
I don't understand what's going on.
I don't understand what's going on.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack. You must be famished.
Let's go ahead and do the speech check here.
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Oh, nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Thanks, Codsworth.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
Already looked. They're not here.
Codsworth, I already looked. They're not here.
Then they're really gone, aren't they? No, sir.
Thanks for trying.
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
You can't give up, sir. What about the city? Concord is nearby. Well, the people there have only shot me a few times.
A few times. There's still people alive in Concord?
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood, and past the Red Rocket Station? I shall remain here and secure the home.
You do that. I shall not. I shall just... Tell me that's not a rad storm coming, because I don't have very much... Oh, hello, caps. 19 caps. 19, ladies and gents. Nothing in there. Okay. I think this here is the last house. And there might actually be some... Yep. Dang. Just freaking die, dude. Oh, hello. They got their milk delivered. Gotcha. Okay, so there's no nasty flying bloat flies. I hate those things. They're so gross to me.
Got it.
Ooh, yum yum deviled eggs and a Nuka cherry. I'll take it, ladies and gents. I'll also take that unfilled kickball for no reason other than because I can. This sure sounds like the beginnings of a rad storm coming. Did I already come in this house? I don't think I did. Oh, there's a gun. I'll take that. We're gonna disarm that, and now unlock this. Ooh! No, I need my bobby pins! How else am I gonna pin Bobby to the wall? You have to, like, hold him up and pin him into the wall. Ooh, medics, another Nuka cherry. Now, I'll keep all the Nuka-Colas, because those aren't chems, they're just drinks, just caffeine drinks. But all drugs and alcohol, I sell to vendors, because I'm gonna play a synth, an escaped synth, who is a good boy, and doesn't do that kind of stuff. Wait, there's some stuff in here, I just remembered. I have a mod installed
No way I could pick this.
called hell, I don't even know, guys. It's a mod that adds extra soundtrack to the game. So sometimes you'll hear like ambient background music playing that you don't recognize, but it goes along. What is it? Is it Digital Nightmare? What's the name of it? Let me go to my mods real quick. And, well, no, I'm not going to do it in-game. I'm not going to do it in-game. Oh, wait, there's a magazine down here. And a first aid kit in this toilet. I remember that. But yeah, there's a magazine over here. Somewhere. I think it's behind this rock. Yep, there it is.
Yes.
Plus 5% damage against feral dogs. Which is funny because it's right across from a feral dog over there. Which we're not worried about. He can't see me. I'm not worried about him. So, Cosworth said we have to go across the bridge here, past the Red Rocket, and then we'll be in Concord. And you guys know what's in Concord. First, we'll stop at the Red Rocket, obviously. Pick up dog meat, and then drop him back off at the at Sanctuary, probably. Okay. Sometimes I just do the select all crap and... There's dog meat! Yay, dog meat!
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Um...
You lose your owner, buddy? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Let's loot these cars. Anything that's not exploded, like anything that's not damaged, if it's still intact as a vehicle, I can loot it. And of course the dog had to go in the building before me. Drama queen. Red Rocket advertisement. Let's read it. Red Rocket Halloween sales. October 30th. It's supposed to be 30th, not 30th. 2077. Join the special Halloween Red Rocket sale. Prices have never been this low in history. Only this Saturday. Don't miss it. Of course, we know that sale never happened because the bombs dropped October 23rd, I believe. I'm actually going to leave everything in here alone, I think. I am going to grab this. Because it adds to the ambience. And I'm not gonna change too much inside the Red Rocket. It's just the outside that I'll be building at. Uh-oh. Yes, Daddy! I'll look at my crab apples. I also believe, I streamed on, I'm having a stroke. I streamlined my mods a little bit because I ended up having to cut a lot of mods out. Like I'm running only a handful of mods. I am running the Beantown Interiors mod and Loot Tracker. And the 770 perk tree mod, but like I'm using and I'm using an ENB, but I'm not using like any like extra lands or anything mods or anything like that. I'll take the duct tape because that, my friend, listen, guys, I've done all I can with the robot, short of reprogramming it. Head office won't listen, so there's nothing we can do but get used to it. The only way forward is to prove to RR management and the Red Rocket customers that we provide far superior service than any robot ever could, okay? We provide gas, diesel, fusion energy, and coolant services. Always try to sell coolant type C instead of type A. Don't take Nuka-Cola from the vending machines without paying. I've installed a camera to make sure. Don't smoke inside or anywhere near the station. Anyone caught smoking will be fired without pay. And always offer customers the service package. Self-service and automated services are available. Just refer them to the robot. Kenny. P.S. I expect all of you to be there during the big sale on Saturday. That includes you, Jason. Failure to show up will result in termination without pay. And so if you look right over the fridge right here, there's the camera. There's also supposedly a camera over the Nuka thing, but I don't see another camera anywhere. I think that's the only camera in here. Let's double check. Do you guys see any other cameras? Nope, just the one over the fridge. Okay, I guess they were keeping them in the fridge. All right, so let's manage this real quick. Configure our build limits. This is how we get past the initial vanilla build limit, and we're able to build some really cool settlements. We can now build at Red Rocket, which we're not going to for now. We're going to save that for either off camera or for a day where we actually dedicate it to actually building. Let's grab the hard hat, and I don't care about the fancy hairbrush. Alright. Let's go to Concord, you guys. You guys know how much I hate this opening questline. Only because if Preston wasn't such a douche about another settlement needs your help. Another settlement needs your help while I sit on my ass with the rest of these guys here in town. It's really dark over there. I like this new weather mod. I really do. It's not a weather mod. It's part of the EMB I'm using. Got that one. Okay, there's that. Where's the other one at? That bitch is going behind a house. No, bitch, you coming back. As soon as I loot this. That thing, I mean, it literally ran. It literally ran. So fast and so far, it's no longer showing up. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm still in combat, technically. Alright, let's go looking for it. Gourds. Let's grab these gourds. That thing is gone. Although, oh no, I'm it's gonna show back up. If I'm hidden. Oh, I see you, dude. Oh, I got it. I got it. I'm not mad about it either. Let's go get our loot. Just making sure. Nothing was right there. I thought I saw something, but no. Okay, so we're going to explore. This is the thing about the Beantown Interiors mod. It really does a good job of taking a lot of the area and making it a lot more relevant, you know, explorable. It doesn't do it with every single building. It does it with a lot of the buildings. In fact, it adds some really cool, notable loot as well. And honestly, I know it takes a little bit to
Loctite.
to build up these and to be fair, it breaks pre-combines. Like, it breaks the cells in the world, and so they can only do so much before the game starts to have problems. But I would say, instead of like some of these buildings would be boarded up and whatnot, and they would just be a shell of a house basically. But I say leave it all boarded up and just put an openable door on the outside of it and just make it a loadable interior cell. And because you're only adding a door, you're not busting open a door and putting a new door there. You're not breaking anything. So pre-combines or cells in the game wouldn't be hurt. Oh! Gotcha, Beanch. Got you too, Bean Chorito. Ooh, those red roaches gross me out. Gross me out. Any more? Any more? Okay, no. But I will say the mod author who moved up. This is why. You know what? I forgot to do this. I forgot to send the dog. I forgot to send the dog back to Red Rocket, which we're about to do. Come here.
Hey.
Hold still. Hold still. Look. Stay.
Right there.
All right. Let's.
How you doing, buddy?
going home now.
Yes, you're going to... Should I send him to Red Rocket or Sanctuary? Sanctuary has a couple of dog houses, so he'll sandbox around. Red Rocket doesn't have any. And plus he gets in the way when I'm building sometimes. So we'll send him to Sanctuary. Bye. And I don't like... I would prefer no companions at all. You know what? It's getting so dark out there. I can open up this other curtain real quick. Hold on 1 second. So here's the backstory on how dark it got. I told Joseph earlier today that it was going to rain. No, it's not going to rain until tomorrow. He was right. Just saying. So anyway, I would prefer not ever having any companions in the game. Like, I prefer playing solo. Everyone knows I don't play MMOs to team up and join up with other players in the world. I play MMOs because they have good story. I really like ESO because I can do delves in some public dungeons pretty much by myself. I'll help someone out every once in a while, but I don't like joining up with people. I don't like being groups of people. So I like single player games like this. I won't even pair up with a computer NPC as a companion. I play so now in Outer Worlds, that's different. Because those companions have a pretty good AI. They don't get in your way usually. They're handy in a fight. And they have really cool backstories and things that they say, not only to you, but to each other and the environment. So I really like those. But in this game, I prefer to play it completely by myself. That's just me. Some people love the companions, and I will at some point in this playthrough run around with each one of them, get my reputation with them up enough to where I unlock their stories, their quests, that sort of thing. Ooh, Nuka-Cola machine and a lamp. I'll hate those things. I hate those little monkey dolls that clap their hands. I hate them. Look at that tiny little TV. That's cute. Me likey. But yeah, the only ones that I will really run around with a lot are Kate and Strong. Those are my two favorite characters. Okay, this is Abandoned House. Let's have a look, shall we? Wait, there's a skeleton under that table. I don't think I ever saw that before. This loot detector really lets you see a lot of loot that you would never normally have seen before. Burnt book. I'm seeing so much more. I guess that's a kid skeleton. That's awful. I don't like that. Tonka toy? Ooh, I wonder if they got in trouble for that, because Tonka is a real toy brand. Sorry, my nose itched. Ooh, more cigarettes. Like I said, I'm not going to have my character using cigarettes or even using them to build with, because I'm playing a good boy who doesn't do any of that. But I'll sell them and make money off of them. That's it. I won't use the chemical things or... Oh, wow, you can see the void. That's not good. Let's shut the shutters. So you can open all the shutters? Oh, that one's boarded up. See, they should have done that with all of them. That makes more sense. To me, it makes more sense. I'm just saying. Oh, there's a globe up there. Let's grab that. There's something in here because my sneak meter here is pinging. It keeps... The more I move around, you guys are seeing that, right? Salisbury steak. We're getting a little bit of actually decent loot. in this kitchen. Look here, Boonch. No, thank you. I want no part of this. Alright, I'm taking damage. I'm gonna have to heal up in a minute. Them mole rats. Well, I'm not gonna get too much damage. I thought I got more damage than that, but I guess not. Oh, there's a light bulb and a fuse in that box. Oh, I'll take that duct tape right there. Put that knock. Can you not? Oh, hello, Mr. Tin Can. Anything else? No. Okay.
Don't think I
I
can.
can't unlock that. That means I'll have to come back to this building at some point, and chances are there'll be a cell reset, meaning I'll have to fight these darn mole rats again. So I can loot skeletons? Since when? Alright, we're definitely gonna shut all these shutters. Why was that one saying I had to open it? That's weird. Alright, so my sneak meter's still pinging you guys, but I don't know. I killed both the mole rats that were in here. Are there more? Oh, I hear it. It came through. Bye, sweetie. Have a good day. Is it through this door? I bet it... Oh, no, that says Commonwealth. Well, whatever it is, it's down there. Oh, it's pouring outside now. Okay, so we're back outside, basically. Because the house is open to the elements because it's busted open, we're back outside. I mean, it makes sense. Because the vanilla game does this. Very well, might I add. Oh, there was a bed right there. I guess she died sitting at this table. 16 caps, I'll take it. It's really pouring. I kept telling Joseph it was going to rain. Oh, no, it's not going to rain till tomorrow. Guys, let me tell you something. I get what's called barometric migraines, meaning anytime weather fronts and stuff move in, I get headaches from it because my brain it's just sensitive to the barometric pressure. I called this like hours ago. No. I'm nuts. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, you scared me. I was just saying that I called this rain and you thought I was nuts. It's not like I want it to rain. It's not like I want to have headaches, you guys. But I've been dealing with this since my early 30s. So I'd say 95% of the time I'm right when I call weather. Would that be accurate? Would you say that's right, truthfully? Because there's been times Joseph was like, no, it's not supposed to rain till tomorrow. Like, today he said that. And I was like, nope.
That's what they said. Oh, she said she's got to go. But
Yeah. She's not watching anymore. She had to go. Probably because of the rain or something. Or they might be going out to eat or something. Are you cold?
it's cold.
That's true. That's accurate. That's fair.
Everything just needs a plug with a button right instead of 10. And cook a lean cuisine.
Alright, I hear the gunfire. Let's kill this.
Torrential.
It is torrential. It's really pouring out there. It's so dark I had to open up my other curtain. I don't normally do that. So this area here is normally closed off, but again, this mod does a really excellent job of opening up the area. And this is a Nuka-Cola shop. Isn't this cool? It's like a soda shop. Like you would go to like at the end of work or school, you'd come in here for like a chocolate malt. Although in this world it would be more like a Nuka-Cola, because Nuka-Cola is everywhere in this game. It's like their most sought after drink, basically. So you'll see that. Like that Fallon's department store, that so could have been something really cool. Instead, they did nothing with it. See all these closed up buildings? There's a couple of different mods that open up a lot of these buildings, and do a really good job at it. It's fine. No, I thought my light was still on, but I guess I turned it off. Oh, I see some Wunderglue. I can't unlock that. I already know. I'm not going to hurt my own feelings. 15 more caps, people. Yes. Okay. Let's switch guns real quick. Actually, you know what? We'll put on the eyeglasses. We'll also put on... Now, I wonder if I put on the helmet... Where is it at? Does that take off the glasses? It does. But you know what? We've got armor on. So, there's that. Oops. We took his clothes, too. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go ahead and loot that, because we know that it's going to blow up in a minute. Oh, also, let's change weapons. It does 10. Right now, this does 18. Sniper rifle does 19. That does 35. Pretty good. What's the accuracy on this sniper rifle? Actually, it's pretty good accuracy. That does 35. That does not... You know what? Oh, wait. It's only... Okay, we'll stick with this for now. Oh, can't do that. Damn it. Gotcha. Trying to knock down that mannequin. Who's he shooting? Oh, wait, there's more. There's more of these bad guys. I didn't even realize. Got that one. Oh, shucks. Ah! Gotcha. You freakity freak. Okay, he's dead. There's one more in here. Gotcha.
I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
He's out here. He's out here. He's supposed to be up on that balcony. That's what they were shooting at. I wonder how... I want to see how he's going to get back up there. If he's just going to basically glitch his way up there, or if he's actually going to go in and fight his way through. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see. I bet you he's going to go in through the front door. And then I want to see how long it takes him to get back up to... Yeah, he going in. Now, is he immediately going to show back up upstairs? Or is it going to be a situation where I'm going to run through the whole thing behind him while he oh, that's going to be kind of cool if he's... That's kind of cool. Come on. The game's got to load the cell. We're just going to... That's not what I meant to do. I'm going to run around and grab everything we can real quick off these guys that we killed. We'll come back and loot everything out of the buildings in a hot minute. What's this right here, though? Oh, another dead raider. Man, he was just... He was in a firefight with him, wasn't he? Okay, where's the ones... I thought I killed one over here somewhere. I guess not. Okay. Okay, yeah, he's not up there. I'll take everything but the outfit, honestly. Did I take his musket? No, there it is. Alright, and I don't like the musket, so I'm not going to use it. I wonder if he's going to be on the ground floor fighting old people these days in weather. It's true! You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Wait till you're my age, man, then you won't be saying that. Boom! Busted his melon. Bye. Got her. Try me, Boonch. See what happens. There's one more up there. I know that. And I can't loot through that. That's ridiculous that I can't loot through that.
Won't be able to pick this.
Can't pick that. Come on, dude. Oh, he's on the ground floor. I was thinking he was upstairs. I hate having to walk through all this. It's so annoying. Back to England with you. Lobster back knives. Who says that? No representation. Shh. Son of a gun. Got him. There's that. I'm kind of proud of myself, you guys. I'm getting through this without being in God mode. Although, to be fair, if we're being honest, you guys know I love playing in God mode. Not because of the no damage thing, but because of the no having to, like, rebuild my AP after I've gone through VATS or run a lot.
Yes.
Alright, let's grab the fusion core and turn my light on so I can see what I'm doing. And nothing in here? There's usually something. Alright, let's grab all the goodies. And I don't know if there's any, like, real good goodies over here. But we'll grab all this stuff. Definitely gonna grab the ammo, because now it matters. If we're not playing in God mode, we definitely... See, that's the thing. That's why I ran out of ammo so very, very quickly in the very beginning with my, my Institute rifles and stuff. Because I'm so used to just shooting willy-nilly, basically, and not having to worry about, like, ammo consumption or stockpiling it. Now, I'm like, ooh, I gotta watch my ammo consumption. Because in God mode, you use your ammo. And it's a lot harder to come by when it matters. When it doesn't matter, I'm like, oh, I got too much of it because I'm never using it. But now, yeah, now it's an issue. Wait, where's the other one I killed? Oh, it must be, Yeah, she or he or whatever is up there. Alright, let's turn our light off because we need to.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot. Stop being so fucking pansy. We hold out for the others like we're supposed to. What are you, deaf? Somebody's having a way.
Oh, that did not work as I planned at all.
Right there.
Try me. I like how the wall's on fire, but there's no wood to burn. Wonder how long that's gonna burn. Is it gonna burn indefinitely?
It's just burning mid toward the wall.
Yeah, the wall, which there was no wood there. It finally stopped. It caught my Molotov cocktail, which I keep forgetting. I can't just throw those out like I want to because that probably was the only one I had. That's another reason why we may switch to God mode in a minute, because I like not having to worry about ammo consumption and whatnot.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with. Shut the fuck up.
Got him. Damn, he flew up in the air. I shot him so bad. Try me. A river. Alright, let's get out of sneak mode and turn on our lamp and look around for a second. There's some goodies in here. What is that? Oh, we got another pinup card. This loot tracker thing that I have doesn't just track regular loot and legendaries. It also tracks those little cards, those little collector's cards. Yes, I'm aware, dude. I know, but in the meantime, I'm looking around. Give me a second. Dandy Boy apples, fancy leads, nutcakes, and an upper skull. Because you know, how many times have you thought, man, these Dandy Boy apples and snack cakes would do so much better if I was eating them out of a skull? How many times does that happen to you guys? Also, let's take off the helmet. Because I'm about to be talking to them. And I like being able to see my face when I'm talking to these guys. Matter of fact, you know what? You know what? I'm looking forward to talking to Marcy. The synth-hating... We'll call her, I don't know, let's just say she hates synths on a masterful level. And I'm playing a synth, so let's see how that conversation goes.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your time is impeccable. Preston Garden, Commonwealth Minuteman.
God damn it.
Minutemen? So now I'm traveling backward in time?
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea. So I joined up, wanted to make a difference. And I did, but things fell apart.
You good?
Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
Who are these people?
Maybe just folks looking for a new home, a fresh start. I've been with them since Quincy. Lexington looked good for a while, but the ghouls drove us out of there. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. It's just me, the Longs, Marcy and June. That's old Mama Murphy on the couch. And this here Sturgis. Hey.
Sorry. Sounds rough.
God damn it.
Thanks. It's good to meet someone who really cares. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But,
Nope.
well, we do have one idea.
Let's hear it.
Sturgis. Tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it.
Leg itches.
Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
Ouch.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus.
Yes!
Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core. They're high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement. Locked behind a security gate.
Which we already got, guys.
I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Alright, let's grab this, first of all. And all this other stuff. Let's grab all this, because we probably won't be back for a while.
Careful, kid. There's something coming.
I could shoot you in the face. Them
It's
messed up
angry.
face.
There we go.
There are more of you, right?
Poor Marcy. She just wants to just be able to sit down and not worry about anything. Tough luck, Boonch. That's what you get for being such a hateful person. And racist. Alright, let's grab this stuff and be done with it. You guys know what's coming. Alright, there's the armor, but we're gonna grab this first.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum. The cause? EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. From the intel I've gathered, this was a global event. The co-pilot was killed in fact. Flaherty and Gandhi were shot twice a day later. Desperate survivors.
You're past like talking
Then
over.
Brzezinski took off running. Haven't seen him since. Now it's my turn to go AWOL, if that concept even applies anymore. My armor's fusion core is burned out, so I guess my soldering days are done. I'm heading to Boston, on foot, to see if my sister survived all this. She's got an apartment on Boylston Street. This is Mike Daly, signing out. Good luck. And God bless America. For what's left of it.
Oh, you know what? I just realized. We're gonna have to do this in God mode, otherwise I'll run out of ammo. I'm like half out of ammo as it is. Whoops, wrong button. Gotcha. I need to actually scoot up a little bit more on that roof before I am unable to actually hit anyone. Because you see how far back from the roof I am. Come on. I think I got him. Okay, yeah, I got him. Got you. Okay, now I'm going to have to drop down because otherwise it's just me standing up here trying vainly to hit the other bad guys. But I'll tell you what, after we kill the Death Claw... Who's shooting at me? My game just froze up. That is odd. Okay, there we go. It froze up for a second. Who was just shooting at me? Are you sure about that? Did I leave this truck? I don't see anybody. I'm being shot at, but I don't see anybody. Oh wait, are they behind me? Oh shoot. This guy is like He-Man or something. And we leveled up, guys. Got you too. Here it comes, here it comes. Damn it. I blew up the vehicle too long. I let the bad guys distract him. I mean... There you go. I look so badass in power armor. But you want to know something interesting? I actually hate power armor. I understand that that thing is trying to hide behind a pole. Bye! Say hello to Deathclaw Jesus. Okay. Now we'll just run around here and see if we can't loot anything from the people that weren't completely shredded by the Deathclaw. This one here, this person here, was imploded, basically. Oh my god, I mean, it's just bloody body parts. There's not even an intact thing for you to actually... Okay, there's an arm, so you can tell it was a human at one point, but the rest of the... And a foot. We've got an arm with a hand attached to it and a foot. If it wasn't for that, you would not even know that that was a person at one point. Okay, so... Okay, we're going to drop the minigun for a second. For a specific reason. Well, God bless it. Alright, I need it to do like that, I guess. I'm trying to move the car. Did collision get patched or something? Well, that's not good. Normally, you can push vehicles with a gun, like a rifle, or anything that's like a long style gun. Not like a handgun, but like a rifle. But apparently not this time. Yeah, we did loot that. Okay. Alright, so... Let's go talk to Preston and Co. And then we're going to let them take the trek to Sanctuary on their own. And we're going to stick around in here and look around for a little bit and explore and find all the nifty little treasures there are in Concord. What?
It's just stopped too late.
Easy, mama.
Yeah, it's been on and off since it started.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move something. Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
Aw, I didn't do it for the money.
I didn't do it for money.
Hey, sorry. I'm used to everyone being in it only for themselves.
Well, that's me, really.
You remind me of my friends. The other Minutemen. The ones who gave their lives for something bigger than themselves. You should come with us to Sanctuary. You could use the help.
All right. You know what? No. Let's say I'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
Before you leave, kid, a word about the journey you're about to start on. 'Cause I seen your destiny, and I know your pain.
My destiny? What do you mean?
My destiny? What do you mean?
You're
Oh, I said it just like he said it.
Out of hope, but all's not lost. I can feel your destiny.
You done said that once.
I'm listening.
And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth, Diamond City, the biggest settlement around.
All right, what's Diamond City have to offer?
What's Diamond City have to offer?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The site will paint a clearer picture.
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the site. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too.
She has a point.
Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd?
She has a point
And
too.
now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can
Oh,
hardly
hold on,
turn out.
hold
They all have good points if you think about
Everybody
it.
just take it easy. We're all in this together, right?
What if I just took my gun and just mowed them all
Any
down?
idea of what we should do next?
Where's my gun?
Anybody?
Oh, I picked it up. I didn't equip it. My bad.
Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, June. It's time to go.
Okay.
You know what's crazy, guys? Is other than if you use no clip and fly up there with that, or if you have jetpacks, you can't reach those shutters, which are openable. That's so stupid. And they were literally just sitting here next to a piece of a human jaw on the ground. A bloody piece of jaw. They were sitting next to it without even acknowledging it. Now I gotta go all the way back around here. Oh, I'll tell you why. I'm going to do my lock picking here, and that's Scrapper, that's Hacker. Which one's my lock picking, guys? Locksmith. Here we go. We can now unlock advanced locks. Because I want to open this stuff here. Actually, that's already open. It's the door that was locked. I don't want it, because if I unlock it from that direction, it'll be... Wait. Thought I saw something. Okay. Let's run back through here. And hopefully they've all walked through the door. No, they're still out here. Or in here, rather. Well, I'm not waiting my turn.
Armor now.
Don't forget the price we paid to get this far.
Are they all out here? Oh, they are. Okay, I'm going to leave them. I'm going to run to Red Rocket, drop off the power armor, because you guys know I'm really not a big fan of it. And then come back to Concord and explore. See what everything there is for this place to offer. And it's really like just literally right here. So it's not like I'm going across the map. It's right here. And also, I don't feel one bit bad about sending dog meat to Sanctuary. Because I don't even want to deal with them, honestly. Alright, so let's put the gun away, first of all. And then we'll get out of the power armor. Oh, and, well, we'll go to craft first. And let's go ahead and repair all the armor real quick. And then we'll go ahead and grab the fusion core. That way, just on the off chance that there's a merchant coming by and a random encounter spawns in, they won't automatically jump in my power armor and use it. Because sometimes that'll happen. Companions or even NPCs in like Sanctuary, if you have power armor there with a fusion core in it, they'll get in the power armor and then they won't ever get back out again. Sometimes you can fudge it by like grabbing them as a companion and then ordering them out of it, or making them go use a bed because they can't do it power armor. They'll hop out. But sometimes that doesn't even work. Also, let's switch to a different gun, because I'm not going to run around with a giant mini rifle. Wait, that wasn't the one we were using. What? It was this one. That's the one we were using. Okay. Now we're going to explore. Oh, hello. I'll take the caps, too. How about that? Sometimes when you get really close to loot, you'll see that little thing right there pop up, which tells me there's either a legendary or a magazine or a card or something to loot. It's just a toilet. Okay, let's run up here. Yep, magazine. All-Star Adventure. Now do plus 5% damage against bugs. That's handy, because you guys know I hate roaches. Especially rad roaches. And spiders, which... there aren't spiders in this game. Oh, and check this out. Okay. This is part of the Beantown Interiors. They've added some loot as well. Some really cool loot. Now... okay. Let me go to my status. Where's the that's perks. Yeah. It'll be under perks. But if you look, there's a new magazine called Titter. It's a naughty magazine, but that being said, it doesn't show nudity because I don't have any nudity mods on. I don't do that. But it gives you a new perk called Live and Love, I think that's what it is. All-Star versus Bugs. Where is it? Or maybe it's just Titter under here. Oh, I guess not. It says, after spending some quality time with a special magazine, you feel completely relaxed and ready for anything. Plus 5 XP earned and minus 1 perception for a limited time. And stop doing that or you'll go blind. Now that being said, we're going to put our glasses on. This is another reason why I picked the 4 Eyes perk. Because if you pick your glasses and put them on with the 4 Eyes perk, it gives you that plus 1 perception back. Where's my glasses? There they are. And so now, we're back to normal. I love those eyes. Those eyes are so cool. I'm playing an escaped synth. That's why he has those like laser eyes. And the rest of this is just all burn up magazines and stuff. But that's not the only Titter magazine that you can come across. They're kind of hard to find sometimes because they'll be hidden underneath things like that one was. Luckily, you'll have one of those little things that'll point you in the right direction. And they're scattered throughout the Commonwealth, and you just have to look for them. And every time you find one, you upgrade your Titter Titter magazine perk. Right now, I'm just looking around in the buildings that are opened up, and then before I leave, we'll go into the ones that are like internal cells. Now there was something up here. Let's see, what is it? Oh, there it is. We got another card. It's extremely hard to find and worth up to 1,000 caps, which we're not going to sell it. We're going to keep all of them because you can actually, when you're in settlement building mode, you can put this giant poster up on the wall that you can put all your, it's almost like a bobblehead stand, only it's a little thing on the wall that you put all your cards on. And as you get the, not every card, but each, there's like a set for each one of the cards. Like, one is like all pinup girls. One is like all sci-fi. One is like all Western. And as you fill them all in, you'll start getting new perks. Just like with like the magazines and stuff. Like All-Star Adventure gives you something. Tales of a Jerktown, Junktown Jerk Vendors gives you specific perks. These cards, once you start getting the sets of them, they'll also give you perks, which I think is kind of cool. Now, we are going to have to no-clip for a second because there's no way up onto that roof, and there's a dead raider up there that we need to get to, that we killed. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Toggle collision off. There's supposed to be one up here. I guess the cell reset while we were... How did the cell reset? Because we never went inside any internal cells. He should be up here. His dead body should be here. That's so nuts. Alright, let's toggle clipping back on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, a lot of the bodies, actually, I just realized, have disappeared. Oh, we've got a pipe bomb. Oh, and a frag grenade.
No way.
I can't unlock that. Wait. What's that down there? That's another Minuteman body. Alright, let's run upstairs and see what's up here. That would be a whole bunch of nothing. A whole lot of shalada nothing. Ooh, that wasn't pleasant. Not at all. TV won't turn on because there's no power run to it. Ooh, a wild potato blossom and a carrot flower blossom. So, due to like the atmospheric storytelling that is in the Beantown Interiors project, we find that the person who lives here obviously was like into plants and whatnot, because there are plants everywhere in here. And empty pots and planters. Alright, let's go upstairs. There's a body down there and a body in here. A shot glass and a bourbon bottle. So they either were drinking at the time the bombs fell, or they used their horticultural knowledge to poison themselves so they wouldn't have to live through the horror of the aftermath of the Great War. There are books in here as well. So whoever lived here was a little bit more scientific. And that's all that is in this house. Alright, let's go across the way. Oh, there's a dead Mr. Handy right there. Ooh! Bye! Mid-air. Got him in mid-air. So there. Ah! I didn't see that one. You guys, we looked around and we still... Now I can't loot him. That happens sometimes. I don't know why, but sometimes you'll kill something and it's not lootable. That's happened to me in other games. Not just this... Matter of fact, that happened to me recently in Fallout 76, like just a day or so ago. That's the thing about the world radios. Thank God I turned it off before it got too bad. It says, welcome to the chat room. Did someone new come in? Welcome to the chat room. Enjoy the stream. We're playing Fallout 4. I almost said 76. We have some vanilla content. We have some mod content. And we have some depression. No, I'm just playing. My character's not depressed. He is, in fact, an escaped synth because we're RPing this character a little bit. With the aid of, like I said, some mod content. We still can't loot this freaking thing? We really can't. Thought maybe if I shot it, I'd be able to loot it, but no. Alright, let's loot this. Sorry. Itchy behind my ear. Alright, bottle cap. Hat, bandana. I'm not going to take her outfit. I'm not going to take her dignity. I try really hard not to. Like, I'll take most stuff, but I try really hard not to loot the clothing. Because, again, you know, my niece watches this channel sometimes, and even if she's not in the stream when I'm streaming, sometimes she'll watch the videos later and leave comments. And so I'm always like, let's leave them there. Now, if it's something I really want to wear, all bets are off. But yeah, I don't have to take someone's dignity. Although, to be fair, this is not a channel for reinforced dignity. We know that. Get a little bit of lag in here because it's a semi-broken cell. Because that's not vanilla content, that's mod content. Alright, let's run over here and finish looking inside these buildings and whatnot. Well, can you please just keep... oh yeah, we went in here just long enough to like kill the bad guy and loot him. But we didn't like really like look around. I'm more looking for stuff like duct tape and whatnot because I need adhesive. I really need adhesive. But if something is lootable, I'll go ahead and snag it. Oh, it's a skeleton. I can get right leg bones from her. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not taking that moldy food. No, thank you. I'm not that desperate yet. This is cool. They have a box of sugar bombs inside a big case of sugar bombs. That's kind of cool. That's something I've never seen Bethesda do. They did it twice, actually. Anything in the garbage can? That'd be no. Oh, I'll take the rolling pin. That is actually a weapon. I like how Mama Merg in Fallout 76, you'll go up there and be like, oh, I need a 3-star melee weapon, and she'll give you a 3-star legendary rolling pin. Like, Ray. Sorry I had to leave during the lunch rush. I left Marla in charge till you got back. Looks like that cleaning spree that you got the boys to do didn't end so well for them. Instead of taking the trash to the dump, they tossed it in a gully. I just got off the phone with Charlie, and he said Obi called them down to the station and arrested them for illegal dumping. Now I gotta go bail their asses out. Which station? Are we talking about the Boston PD? I got Obi on the call, and the way he's carrying on, you would have thought this was the crime of the century. Stupid son of a bitch apparently took dozens of photos of the crime scene. Top it all off, the dumb fucker took their belts so they wouldn't go and off themselves. Seriously, Ray? Killing themselves for littering? Christ, I hate new cops. Look, I hope this won't take too long, but you may need to check on Fasha and take her out for her walk. I guess it's a dog. Love you lots. Hey, babe, we'll probably laugh about this one for years to come. Alice. This is part of the mod. Now, there's another mod that I used to have that was very similar to this called Extended Lore Project or something, where you'll run across lots of other like little notes and letters and maps and Radiant Quest things that you can pick up that basically add a bunch of new life into the game. I don't have it on right now. Because like I said, I'm running a really light playthrough in terms of mods. Alright, so now we've got basically through all the open buildings. Let's go into the unopened buildings. I had to think for what the word was. Interior cells, that's what I meant to say. You good? Okay. He's just sitting over here real quietly, you guys. He's not really interacting. To be fair, he's mostly playing on his phone.
Just scrolling.
Just scrolling through the book of the face. This speakeasy is kind of cute. Oh, also, interestingly enough, speaking of speakeasies, my town that I live in just recently opened up a I don't know if it's 20s or 50s, but a 19-somethings style speakeasy in my town here. Some of my friends have been going to it, and one of my good friends, she's working it, and when they did an opening, they did like, they all dressed up, like she dressed up like a 1920s flapper girl, and they wore like period outfits and everything. It was really cool seeing that on Facebook. That was so cool. Take that Wonder Glue because I definitely need the adhesive. It kills me when like I'm watching someone else play this game or Fallout 76, or any of the Fallout games that are like 3D, not the isometric ones, not the first ones, but 3, New Vegas, 4, or 76. I hate when I'm watching someone play, and I get that there's a situation where like English may not necessarily be their first language, but they always call it adhesive. Adhesive? Who says adhesive? Have you ever heard anyone walk around and be like, oh, make sure you have plenty of adhesive or you can't stick that together? Like, adhesive. The H is not silent, I promise you. Just looking around, seeing if I can find anything else. Wait, hairbrush. Clean tan suit. And see, I like this. unlike that unopened house or abandoned house, when you open the shutters, you just see darkened glass. You don't see the void, as it's so lovingly referred to. Oh, is that a light bulb? Nope, it's a first aid kit. I didn't even know that was there. This loot detector mod's handy dandy doodle. Ah, Jesus, girl! I just fully tased. That woman scared the hell out of me. At least she wasn't.
Yes?
Hello, Alice. Oh, I can. Oh, this is one of the recruitable settlers. You interested in coming to work for me? I have a good place. You could set up shop.
You interested in coming to work for me? I have a good spot you can set up shop.
Sure.
All right, we're gonna send her to Sanctuary for now. No, you know what? Let's send her to Red Rocket. I need one person there. That means I'm gonna have to go put out at least a bed and some food and water for her. Like she's a dog. I didn't mean it to sound like that, but that really is how it sounded, isn't it? And she left that fast, too, man. She was like, bye! Alright, there's a trunk back there. And a body. No, it's a decomposed body. Alright, I don't know if I can unlock this door. Yep, I can.
That's it.
Okay, we got in. Military cap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... You know what? I really am curious. Ooh, we got a legendary in here. Ghoul Slayer's light leather left leg. Reduces damage from ghouls by 15%. Book it! Alright, let's skippity diddle daddle out of here. You good?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
declining a little.
Are you getting dozy?
No. No.
I don't believe that. Oh, I just talked up a yawn just by asking him if he was getting dozy over there in his little chair. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, there she is, too. I could beat her to Red Rocket. Oh, there's something up there. What's up there? What is up there? And how do I... Oh, I'm gonna have to climb up and jump. Oh, let's see if we can do this, guys. We did it! I'm surprised, actually. These things are hidden everywhere! And now she turned that... Okay, so she is taking the road. Okay, that's fine. And we've got some more buildings to look into over here, guys. Oh, we got a radio we got to turn off. The reason why these are playing and the other ones in the game world aren't is because those are vanilla radios. These here are injected by a mod, so they're not subject to the same rule of turning off all the music. So if I go into an area that the Beantown interiors created and decorated, there might be radios in there. So I have to like very quickly turn them off because I can't play copyrighted music on here. Now if I was streaming on Discord, that'd be a whole nother story. But I like streaming for you guys on here, so there. So obviously, whoever lived in this house was a mechanic or just mechanically inclined. Look at this place. It's a freaking engineer's paradise. My God, all these goodies. I'm just getting more and more goodies. I wonder if there's anything in this box. Nope, 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 nope. Sometimes you can pull these boxes off these shelves and they'll have stuff in them. Alright. I don't feel like going into the work building here. Wait. Oh, yeah. We closed that fridge ourselves. So there are... Oh, there's something up here. Now this place looks like a hoarder lived in here. They need to fire their cleaning lady. Lord Jesus, look at all this junk in here. This is like the bag lady from Labyrinth, that little bag lady Muppet. That's what it looks like. Here's your makeup, put it on, make yourself up. And then Sarah's like, it's, ooh, Scheiße. I like how it's still flying with no head.
That was a Dr. Kulik's mosquito.
Yes, that was a Dr. Kulik's mosquito. One might say I love mosquitoes. Not really, but, you know, it's fun to quote the show sometimes.
So you would find to watch.
No, it is not. I actually don't like that show. Joseph watches it. Now, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That's tomorrow.
Oh, Tomorrow People. Shout out to all the people in my chat who've watched the Tomorrow People. To be fair, that's from like the 50s.
No.
So I know, I'm making fun of his age, that's all.
There we go.
Oh, Nuka-Cola Digest. I can now craft Nuka-Cola decorations. Each copy unlocks new items to build. So, I don't know which ones I can craft now, but, you know, we'll be able to craft some. And that's cool that they do that. Like, I know when you're playing the Nuka World DLC, you do get some Nuka World decorations that you can build, but I think these are like different, like Nuka themed items. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works. And I think that's probably all the stuff that I can... Okay, let's hop back down. It's weird that Stingwing did not move until I came up the stairs. He was like, you cool? As long as you don't bother me, I won't bother you. But, oh well. Sorry, my nose is just going nuts itching. I can't control that. Oh, this is the guy that runs around with his little girl. You know, each time you come to this area and you look out there, there's a different radiant... Not radiant, but different random encounter. That's what I meant to say, not radiant encounter. Novice lock. I don't mind that so much. Ooh. We got it.
Yes.
Oh, we got a new card. This is a sci-fi card. Look at that. Doesn't that robot on there kind of look like the one from Iron Giant? That, like, the head? It does to me. Just saying.
It's like a little town. It makes you want to do like a hometown thing. Go in there and revitalize the town.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
With Eric and Ben Napier.
What makes me like a chat?
I doubt it.
Hey there.
Dad, can we leave a light on tonight? I like sleeping with the light on.
Sure thing. I'll watch over you while you sleep.
Well, that's stealing. I can't do that. What's crazy is these people are just casually sitting here using a cooking station
Do you like my dress?
and talking,
You look beautiful.
while 30 feet away, there are 2 dead bodies. That's just talking warming his hands and cooking.
If I see any more cockroaches, I'm going to stomp them flat.
I bet you will. But you tell me first before you go chasing anything,
Well, hello.
Huh?
They don't really talk to you.
Yeah?
Alright, let's do some cooking. Let's see what we got going on. Purified water.
Get a dog. A big furry one that could scare off bandits but sleep next to me and keep me warm.
Yeah, that sounds great. A dog it is.
That dad's talking to her like, yeah, anything to make her stop talking.
Dad, I really miss Mom.
I know, kid. I miss her too.
Oh wait, soup. I don't think I can make any soups. I can make a vegetable soup.
Dad, I really miss Mom.
You just said that, girl. Yeah, he's like, I'm ignoring her now. She's getting annoying. Alright, guys. It's time to play dress up for a second. We're gonna park our character here and go. Alright, let's change our outfit because we need to start trying to blend in. We look too much like an escaped synth. We look the part because we're in an institute outfit and our eyes are glowing. So we're going to change our outfit a little bit. Let's put on... Let's see what we got. Mechanic jumpsuit. Alright, let's see what that looks like. I mean, it's not so bad. It's not it's not too bad. What else do we have? I'm just seeing what else we have. We got a t-shirt and slacks. No, that's not gonna work. We might just wear the Vault 111. Yeah, that looks a little, well. Cakes for days. Hello. Look at the... Not bad. Let me hush. Let me stop. Okay. Alright, let's put on our wraparound goggles. Our military cap. And we'll throw in some leather armor. Chest piece, left arm, left leg, right leg. Yeah, there we go. All right. That's probably Veronica. Deedle 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 dee. She was texting me earlier in my messenger. It says, good afternoon, this is Senior Staff Sergeant Justin such and such with the National Guard. I have been assigned to you in regards to answering any questions you have concerning the Guard. Tuition, assistance, job opportunities, and more. What questions do you have for me? Okay,
Spam bot.
obviously that's a spam bot. But second of all, that's not how that works. They don't just start randomly texting people. Obviously that's spam. I really should have shared his last name on here so everyone could like spam call him. You know what I should do? I should tell him I'm a blind dwarf with Parkinson's, a superiority complex, and anger management issues, and see what he comes back at me with. I should just make myself like the craziest, worst possible candidate for owning a gun in real life and see what he comes back at me with. Just to see what he would say.
I know somebody did sign up for something and he just got the number wrong, but I don't think they were.
I do have a number that sounds sort of like a fake number. Now Joseph's phone number, which I'm not gonna name it. I'm not gonna say his number on stream for the world to hear, but his is so fake sounding. It really is, and a lot of rando people text him constantly.
I just got the one the other day about somebody's leaving their book bag at work.
I think I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that one. But like,
And when I come pick it up, and I'm like, I don't take a book bag to work.
who's that dude? Oh, he's a chem vendor. Okay, I've got some chems. We can sell some stuff to this guy. Because you guys know I'm playing a good boy. We're not going to do that. Uh-oh. We'll take the stuff out of there. He don't need it anyway. He just needs his chems.
Oh, hey, man. You need some cans?
He looks like a chem vendor.
You sell chems?
Yeah, that's right. Whatever you need, I can hook you up. I mean, my selection's a bit limited.
Kind of looks like a balding Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, don't he? I'll take a look, sure.
Let's see what you have.
All right. Check it out.
He's got a good bit of money on him. Of course, he's a drug dealer, so. Alright, so. Let's sell some stuff. We're going to sell the buff out. Whoops, the day tripper. All the jet. The Med-X is actually just a damage resistor. It's not like a upper or downer. It's not like a drug. It's like it just protects you. So the Mentats, we'll go ahead and sell those. The Psycho, and the XL. I'm going to keep that as well. Okay. Does he have any purified water on him? He doesn't. I might wish he had some Rad away, but I might take some. Whoa, geez, the Radix is really expensive. You know, I'm gonna wait on buying anything from him, but we'll go ahead and sell him what we got. We made 400, almost 500 caps. I'm not against that, not at all. Wait. Let's grab stuff out of here. I still need to find like a regular vendor because I have more than just chems. I've got alcohol and nicotine and stuff like that I want to get rid of. Because again, like I said, guys, I'm playing a good character. He doesn't do any of that stuff. He's a good, clean boy. Wait. Let's shoot this bloat fly. 26% chance and I got him on the first shot. I'm proud of that. Where are you at, Mr. Bloatfly? I know you're a-comin'. Well, maybe not. Where did that... Oh, there you are. No, that's a rad stag. Let's wait till he pops out. That's a wing. Dude, come on, really? Welcome to chat, guys, by the way. There we go. We got him now. We can do this with a 13% chance. I can feel it. Oh, I got him! I'm so stunned by that. Now I'm literally gonna miss every other shot. Watch. I was right. I called it. Oh wow, I got him. I don't hate that. Okay, now we're gonna leave the poor rad stag alone because I don't need to hide or whatever. Oh wait, we're going the wrong way. I wanted to go towards the Drumline Diner so I could go save Trudy and her son Patrick. Is that his name, guys? Not sure, actually. We'll see. I know somewhere around here is the Drumline Diner. I know somewhere around here is. I'm trying to remember. Am I? Oh, it's back that way. We went the wrong way. That's what it was. Oh, wait. We got a cabin right here. Let's see. Nothing. I thought there was bugs over here, but apparently not. Oh, yes, there are. I was right. I'm actually in a different spot than I thought I was. I thought I was somewhere else. Alright, so we're just gonna run over here. Oh, there's a Radstag. We're not concerned with him. Oh, I know where we're at. We're over here by, what's her face? We're about to have an encounter. We're about to run into Trash Can Carla, who, if anyone has downloaded the, Old World Radio mod, I think that's what it is, you find out that Trash Can Carla has a boyfriend by the name of, oh, what's his name? Carl. Carl! Isn't that his name? Carl?
Sounds like it, yeah.
The guy, he's the DJ for the Synthstream channel of the Old World Radio. Hi there, Carla.
Hey.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Shall we flirt? Let's try flirting.
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Boy, have you come to the wrong place. My loving days have long since passed.
I don't
But
think
tell you
so.
what, wise ass, you made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
I'm proud of that, guys. As a gay man, I have no game with women, and I just made it happen. We made some magic. We should give her the magic mic now. Ooh, you like that? No. Let's see what you have. Come on.
Let's see what you've got.
Always happy to make a sale.
That damn, that Brahmin's all in her face. Like, I'll make you smile, mama. Ooh, creepy. I just creeped myself out. Okay. First of all, let's see what we got that we can get rid of. I want to get rid of the auto pistol. I know I can just mod it, but I don't feel like it. We'll hold on to that. We'll get rid of that and that and that. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. Let's just say that. I'll keep the laser pistol for now. Yeah, we'll get rid of all of that. I didn't realize I had that gun. I'm going to start using that. Alright, let's get rid of some of this crap. Like, all the assault gas masks. I don't use them. My neighbors are hurt. I'm getting rid of all the metal stuff and all the Raider stuff because I don't use any of that. The only armor I use is combat armor and leather armor. Actually, I don't hate the synth armor either. So I'll keep that for now in case I want to roleplay the whole synth persona, even with the armor. I really should, actually, now that I think about it. I actually like that cap, and I'll keep that as well. I'll get rid of that. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to get rid of all the alcohol we have on ourselves. I'll keep the blood packs because it's just like for healing. That's it. I'll keep the Nuka-Cola. Oh, rum. Yeah. Vodka, whiskey, and wine. Miscellaneous. Junk, ammo, info. Okay, so that's it. Let's see what she's got. Let's do a swap real quick. Apparel. She doesn't have any legendary armor. She ain't got no weapons on her except what we're about to trade her. Oh, yes, she does. I was just looking on I was looking in all the wrong place. Wait, where did we just... There it is. Yeah, she doesn't have any legendaries. I guess it's because I'm so low level. So we'll go ahead and trade. We just made over 1,000 caps. So we're like... not very far into the game. Who is that? Who is Ness? No. I don't want to attack her. I know we're about to trigger her being attacked. Right? Normally, once I interact with her. Or maybe I have to go up there first. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do, is I have to go up on top of this giant billboard. If I come over here, they'll start... Yeah, there you are. Boom! Busted your melon. I like how mean he looks when they... Look at that! Now that was the magic bullet. That was the magic bullet, people. And then her head just went by. Her head went on the ultimate diet. Alright, let's find Ness. She is just a walk-in. She ain't even... You know what? She has mastered the art of not worrying about something.
You looking to earn some caps?
Depends on the job.
Depends on the job.
Hear me out. I've got a lead on a crash site. Big old jet. That much scrap.
Oh! I know.
Some raiders are holed up in it. Help me run them off, and I'll give you a cut of the price.
This is a Radiant quest.
Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Sounds fair.
All right. There's a little ridge just south of the crash site. Meet me there, and we'll take them on together.
All right, so that's what we're going to do. In not today's playthrough. We're not ending it quite this very second, but we're very close because we're already 3 hours in, guys. That's the thing about Fallout. I could play Fallout all day and never get bored. It's so... I mean, I know the game has its problems. I fully and willingly admit and agree to that, because that is the God's honest truth. That is the gospel according to Bethesda. They build some of the buggiest and glitchiest games, but they're also very fun, very vibrant and living and just amazing. I love Skyrim. I love Fallout 4. We really need to do a Fallout 3 playthrough one day. That's an even older and even glitchier game, considering it's not made for today's computers. It was built for computers that nowadays I wouldn't give to the time of day. I mean, I really wouldn't. She just gonna stand there? She's just gonna stand there. Okay. Alright, so this is where we're gonna leave it, guys. We're gonna have to. Because if I go to the Drumline Diner, that's even more mini-questing, I call it. That's another Radiant encounter. And we did just pick up the one for Ness to go to the Skylane's crash jet or something. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Let me turn the camera around so we can get a... I mean, he's cool looking. He's like, I'm bigger than I look. That's just his stance. But I think we did really good. We We unlocked Sanctuary. We unlocked Red Rocket. We unlocked Concord. We got Preston and Co. to Sanctuary. We unlocked Trash Can Carla, who, fun fact, if you never come and interact with her, if I'm not mistaken, she never activates as a roving merchant. So she will never show up anywhere else on the map except right here. And until you interact with her and go through that whole spiel like I just did, you can't, like, she won't show up at your settlements. She won't show up roaming the roads, like, between settlements. She'll literally just be right here. She won't sandbox at all. So you technically could play the game without ever interacting with Trash Can Carla if you wanted to, because there's other merchants you can run across. But I just think that's an interesting little something. Anyway, let's go ahead and save before I forget and just exit out. Although I think it'll make an exit save anyway. But I always like to save just in case. Alrighty. We got so much done, you guys. And seeing as how we're still so very... I'm having a stroke. Seeing as how we're so very early on in the game, Friday stream, because you know I don't stream on Thursdays, Friday stream will pick up and continue. Because Fridays are normally our Fallout Fridays anyway. Normally we do Outer Worlds on Wednesdays, but I finally got Fallout 4's mods working, the ones that, you know, really matter. There are some that I could add back on, but they tend to destabilize the game even more. And I'm trying to make this as light a modded playthrough as possible. The Beantown Interiors project would work so much better, and the game would be a lot more stable if they just did, like I said earlier, where instead of like opening up the houses the way they do, they just put a door on the front that opens. They could put it over the existing door, and then you just load into an interior cell. That way no pre-combines would be broken, no cells would be broken, and the game would be more stable. But that being said, it's pretty stable other than like loading you know, like the game freezing enough for me to load into a new cell, basically, for like in Concord, there's one area that has a lot of houses that were opened up by the Beantown Interiors. So there's like a little freeze while it loads for a second. But other than that, the game's been pretty good. No crashes. You guys know how Fallout 4 likes to crash. Any Bethesda game really likes to crash. I could actually name in Skyrim one particular place that likes to crash. Dragon Reach in Whiterun. In the very early part of the game. Almost every other time I enter or exit it, it will crash. It gave me such PTSD that every time I approached Dragon Reach, before I even touched the doors, I would save. Just in case. Just in case. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We had a long one because we had so much fun. Michaela, when you watch this, tell Grandma, Mommy, Daddy, and little brother that I said hey, that your Uncle Joey said hey, and tell all the cats, even the ones that bite your face, I said hello. Also, check out my... I lost my mind just now. Check out my socials and whatnot. I have linked below. I have my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Insta, and my Patreon. I also have the Robots Radio link below in one of the panels. If you guys have any questions, concerns, thoughts, or suggestions for other games you'd like to see me play, put that in the box below as well. And if you're not comfortable with everyone seeing what you have sent me, feel free to DM me as long as it's clean and respectful. I take any kind of constructive criticism as long as it's not a personal attack. And as always, I love making sure that my channel is a safe space. So if you guys just need a shoulder to cry on or someone to listen to, or if you need some advice. That being said, I'm in no way saying I'm a therapist or a psychologist or a life coach, but I've got some life experiences, and for the most part, when people I know have listened to me, they've never regretted it. Also, if you check out my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe and like the channel and share my videos because that really helps. Also, leave comments. That helps out the analytics as well. And if you like what I do and you'd like to consider supporting, check out my Patreon. I'm not one of those YouTubers or Twitch streamers who has like 8 different tiers. I only have 3. And they're not like $50, $100. No. They're very, 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 very low. I think the first one's like either $3 or $5. The second one, I think, is a couple more, and the third one, the last tier, is just a couple more. Each one, like the first tier has like a couple of really cool benefits, really cool ones, and then the second one has those, and then a couple more, and then the third one has the first two's benefits, and then a little bit more. And I'm really excited for the third one, not because it's a little bit, and I mean, when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit of money. Not because of that, but because you guys, if you subscribe at that tier, you will be getting not only access to the Boomer Gaming Discord and shout-outs and cool stuff in-game, but there will be a little something that will also feature who you've all been asking for, Joseph, who literally just ran out as I'm talking about it because he knew it was coming. He's always been very adamant about not being on camera, but I did talk to him about this one specific idea, and he was like all for it. Because he's not a gamer. He wouldn't mind interacting, but he's not a gamer. And he also has a hard time sitting down for a long length of time just watching me game when he's not a gamer. But if it was this other idea that I had, he would be invested, he'd be interacting constantly, he'd be talking to you guys, he'd be on camera. So that would it wouldn't just be me and Hoppenstance here, aka Hoppy. It would be me, Hoppy, possibly Mallory, and Joseph. It'd be the whole crew. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We had so much fun, didn't we? I'm so glad we finally got Fallout 4 back on the schedule, roster. We'll figure it out. We'll find a word for it. In the meantime, check out my Patreon, check out my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter. It's all linked below. And I will catch you guys Friday for another Fallout escapade. We're going to pick up right where we left off. We're going to go deal with the Drumline Diner. We're going to deal with Ness at the crashed Skylanes plane, whatever. And then we're going to continue our trek to Diamond City. We're going to continue that as well. And we may run over to Red Rocket and throw a bed and some food and water out for the girl we just recruited for that little settlement. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys on Friday. And remember my sage words. Be safe, be kind, and happy hunting.